everybody. So I have another book that I want to recommend later this week, but for now I figured I instead would recommend one of my favorite comic book series of all time, The Sensational She-Hulk by John Byrne. The reason I wanted to recommend this is twofold. One is because She-Hulk is one of my favorite Marvel characters, and this particular run is really special to me. It was the first comic book series that I started collecting in 2018, 2019, when I started collecting American comics. And for good reason, too. If you know anything about the character of She-Hulk, a lot of it comes from this run. John Byrne did a lot to flesh She-Hulk out and make her more of her own character as opposed to being a distaffed counterpart to her cousin Bruce Banner. And the Jennifer Walters of this series, and pretty much going forward, is very sweet and loving and very confident, and she's sexy and she knows it, and she is not afraid to flaunt it. And that's very much the Jennifer Walters that I love. The other thing that I adore about this series is all of the fourth wall breaks. Like, seriously, there's a lot of fourth wall breaks. One of the things Byrne does is he has a lot of fun with the medium of comic books and just how zany and weird comic books can be. And that was basically introduced here. So yeah, I guess if you like Deadpool, you will love this. She-Hulk is basically the original Deadpool, essentially. Which nobody ever mentions, and I am genuinely surprised it's never been brought up, but what do I know? The other reason I wanted to recommend this is because, while I do feel that She-Hulk will eventually get brought into Marvel Rivals, I feel like she, as a character, has really gotten the shaft in recent times, largely due to the Disney Plus series, which I personally don't hate. It's just, it's really hard. It's just, for me, it's just, I feel like they didn't go far enough with some of the fourth wall humor, and the way Jen is portrayed in the series is just, it's not the She-Hulk that I love. The She-Hulk I love is very much in this book. And if you prefer a She-Hulk that's not quite as abrasive, I think you will like her here more than in the Disney Plus series. But that's just me, personally. So yeah, no. If you want to find this particular run, well, you can definitely find it in back issues. You can also find it in the Epic Collection trades Marvel's been putting out for She-Hulk the last couple of years. There's 3 of them out right now. And then there's also this graphic novel that I got for Christmas a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if it's still in print, but it contains the majority of the book's run for issues 31 to 46 and 48 to 50. One of the things you need to know about this series is that John Byrne started, he wrote the first 8 issues, then he left She-Hulk and Marvel altogether. Steve Gerber took over for a while, so did Peter David, so did a couple of other people. Then Byrne came back and wrote the majority of the series again, and then it got canceled about 10 issues after he left. So yeah, the series isn't super long, it's only 60 issues. But yeah, no, I think it's absolutely worth your time, especially if you're trying to find other Marvel characters to get into, or just Marvel characters you haven't seen yet in stuff like Marvel Rivals or the like. But yeah, no. I say if you like meta humor and strong, big, green women, give this a read. It is worth your time. Alright, thanks. Bye.